Hi everyone, I hope you're keeping well, I hope you're keeping safe, and I hope you're trying to keep your exercising up because it is so important to maintain a strong immune system to fight off all of these viruses that are obviously out there and obviously pose us such a high risk. So today's session is basically your small group session that we were going to run this week. We're going to now do it as an online workout for you guys to follow at home. It's going to be quite simple. It's all body weight and you only need a small amount of space to be able to do the exercises, all right? So we're going to break it down into a few sections. The first one's going to be the warm-up, which I'm about to go through, and then I'll show you the little circuit I want you to run through after that, which is the main section of the workout. And then we've got some core exercises and a little bit of HIIT training thrown in there as well. So follow along. Any exercises you're not sure about, then obviously just try and pick up on the technique, re-watch the video, and make sure you message us if you've got any real specific queries. All right, we're happy to obviously try and amend a few things if we need to. Right, so the warm-up, I would advise grabbing like an exercise mat if you've got obviously one at home. If not, just use a bit of carpet or a bit of space. We're going to basically just go towards the end of your mat, put your hands down underneath your shoulders, and I want you to just step round through there, so you've got that foot almost touching your hand. So a nice big stretch, you can feel all through your hip flexors, and then I want you to straighten that knee. Alright, so lengthen out through the back of the legs. Good, go back in, step back, and extend on the other side. So you're going to do 2 sets of 10 reps. So you're going to do 5 on each, but on your second round, when you come back into doing it, after you've done the other 2 exercises, which I'll show you, I want you to start adding in some rotation. So you stretch through, go back, go round, and really open up the upper body. Okay, so you get a nice big stretch coming right through from the toes to your fingers. You can feel it in all parts, okay? Okay, so your next exercise, we're going to do some side lunges, just using your body weight. So what we're going to do, we're going to step out to one side, and I want you to touch the inside of your heel with your opposite hand. So you get a nice stretch in through the inside thigh, so you're lengthening those muscles, and just step over your mat into space and make sure that foot stays down. So you don't want to be rolling that too much, you don't want to be losing posture. So stay tall and just keep going like so. So this is what you're going to do in your first warm-up round. In your second warm-up round, I'm going to get you to just add one more extra move. So you're going to go 1, 2, and then step over. So you're going to do 2 stretches. You go outside, inside, and then step over. If you want to have a little bit of a hop as you do it, then absolutely fine. Got no problems with that whatsoever. Okay, cool. So that's your second one. Again, rep range is the same. Do 5 each way, 10 in total. After that, your first round is going to be just some basic, just kick outs. So we're doing this one just for a little bit more intensity. So I want you to try and do 10 each leg and just feel like you're lengthening your hamstrings, getting that heart rate up a little bit, okay? Cool. So on your second round, something quite similar. I said you're going to go a little bit higher. So I want you to just get the feet up, more to hip height, and do 10 each leg as if you're scraping your shoes along the edge of a wall. Okay? So you're getting a nice hamstring stretch, and again, keeping that heart rate up. And there you go. So that's your warm-up round. You've got set 1 and set 2 with your progressions. Okay guys, right, so now we're warmed up, we're going straight into our main circuit. We've got 8 exercises. Some of them are fairly similar to each other, some of them are obviously unique. So the first one is this. We're going to do some side lunges, and if you've got a bar, broomstick, anything like similar at home that you can use, which is quite light, that'd be ideal. You can use a resistance band, or if you haven't got a resistance band, you can even just use your arms and just hold them up and back as much as you can. So the idea here is you hold your bar, go outside your shoulders, and squeeze between your shoulder blades. So you can stay nice and tall, big chest, like I said, shoulders back, bar in line with the crown of your head, and we're going to side lunge. Okay, so when you side lunge, we've just done those in the warm-up. Remember to sit nice and low into your heel and keep both feet level. Okay, so we're doing this for time, and we're going side to side. All right, so all the exercises are going to be for 60 seconds. Once you've done all 8, you get a rest, which is going to be 60 to 90 seconds, longer if you need it. And then we're going to repeat that 3 times, okay? So I'm just going to show you every exercise in sequence. First one's this, like I said, side lunge, sit nice and low, keep that posture, keep your chest up, and keep that bar level with the crown of your head. So the idea is that we're really working the upper body as a stretch, and you're strengthening between the shoulder blades as well as obviously strengthening the lower body, the inside thighs, and you should feel like you're landing through your heel and pushing back for your heel that you lead out on, okay? So your glute, so on my left side there is driving me back up, my right glute here, and we keep going across and through like so, okay? Posture is everything on that exercise. Next one, we're doing what we call some scapular retraction scissor jumps. So the arms will be straight, we're going to squeeze between the shoulder blades, and then after that we're going to add a scissor. So this will be on the floor, push-up position, obviously your knees, nice straight legs, and you're going to just go shoulder blades first, squeeze, jump out. You can use your mat as obviously a little bit of a guide, so make sure that your legs come out far enough, and then keep repeating. Obviously the wider you go, the more stretch you get. You should be nicely loosened up by this point because of the lunges. Obviously inside the thighs, your adductors, and keep repeating. As you can see there, I'm not particularly doing that like 100 miles an hour. I want you guys to obviously just maintain a good pace and just keep going. It will catch up for 60 seconds, believe me. Next one, we've got 2 exercises. So you can either just do some jogging on the spot, okay, and get those knees up, okay, and try and obviously keep good posture, toes facing up, pump the arms through as well. Again, just pick your pace. Or we can basically do some hill climbers on the floor. So it depends on obviously again your wrists. Sometimes being down there for 2 minutes can be a long time. But remember, your mountain climbers, hill climbers, you're going to have one leg forward and just jump, knee through your chest, keeping those hips down and going like so. There's a little tip, if you do struggle with your wrists, in terms of being in this position here, this overhand grip, pronated position, get some dumbbells and rest your hands on the weights like that. And that actually takes so much pressure off your wrist, you'll be quite surprised. And I'm saying that as well because our next exercise is also down on the floor. So this one's gonna be some push-ups. So with or without the weights, you need to make sure that you've got your elbows staying in, hands underneath your shoulders, and try and get as much depth as possible. 90-degree bend of the arms is what we're looking for. So that's really important. And make sure we keep the squeeze in the upper back. So with your push-ups, like I said, doesn't matter how we do them with the hands, it's the form, which is obviously very important. So hold your breath going down, breathe in at the top, breathe out at the top, and repeat. If you want to do these on your knees, by all means, try and make sure you keep the form and maintain your technique. Both obviously very important to try and do in terms of posture. Next up, we've got some bridges. But now what we're going to do, we're going to start doing a single leg bridge, and we're only going to use your right side. We'll get to the left in a minute. So on the bridge, I'm just going to show you from this angle, then I'll change it. Have your heels underneath your knees. A bit blinded by the sun here, but it's all good. So make sure the knees are in line with your hip bones. Flip the hat round, and then from that position there, just lift up. Can't see a thing, but it's all good. I want you to squeeze your glutes, relax your hamstrings, all right? So make sure there's no tension here, lots of tension here. Then take your left foot off the ground, keep both knees level, and then breathe in at the top. Squeeze core, squeeze your right glute, just the right one. Go down slow, keep that tension there, and then pop through, breathe out at the top. So breathe in, down slow, breathe out at the top, and keep that tension on the right side the whole time. So just to show you from this angle, always in the right glute, hold your breath, and breathe out at the top, okay? Cool. So that's obviously on the right side. We'll do something similar in a second for the left. In between that, we're going to try and do some tricep dips. So if you've got a chair at home, oh, Matt's good. I would say obviously just drag out a chair. You can use a table or anything similar as long as it's safe. All right. If you haven't got anything, and I'm sure you do, then obviously you can just do these from the floor, but you won't get the same range of movement. So I'm going to use some step boxes, which was nicely arranged earlier. So just make sure you've got your hands underneath your shoulders, so it's quite narrow. Keep the elbows in, keep the chest up, look up at the same time as well. And then you've got the option here of making it slightly easier, if that's the right way to put it. So you've got your knees bent. As you go down and scrape your back along the edge of the box, push back towards your hands, keep the other elbows in, and breathe out at the top. If you want to progress, which makes it slightly more difficult, straighten the legs, keep the same posture, and do the same thing, like so. Okay, so that's your tricep dips. You'll all recognise those. As mentioned before, next we go onto the bridge again, but we do the left side. So I won't spend too long going through the technique because obviously everything's pretty much the same, just on a different leg. So here, lift the right one, make sure the knees are level. Breathe in to the left glute, through your belly button, through your core. Go down slow until you lose that tension. Pop through and breathe out the top. Like so. And keep it controlled the whole time. You'd be surprised when you're doing those, especially if you're trying to keep it really strict. You shouldn't be going all the way down, it's just to the point where you lose the tension. Okay. And then your last exercise on your main circuit, the 8th one, is going to be some single leg V-sits. So what I'll do, I'll show you these from a slight angle, so you get a slightly better idea. Hold the legs out, so we've got the tension here in the lower abs, arms behind your back. Okay, so you've got a bit of tension in the upper abs, keep your chin off your chest, keep your head back, and as you come up, always come almost just straight through the middle, and slightly towards the opposite leg. Breathe out at the top, and keep repeating. Good, done some sunglasses for this one. Wow. Can't see. And keep coming through. Make sure the lower back stays flat. As you're doing it, make sure the tension stays here, not your lower back. If you do find that a bit too difficult, bend the knees, that makes it slightly easier. And then you could just reach over towards the foot. Okay? So that's your slight regression. Like so. And then obviously once you've done your 60 seconds there, take a breather, have a drink, catch your breath a little bit, and then start again. Remember, we're going to do that 3 times through. Your rest period is 60 to 90 seconds, but if you need slightly longer to fully recover, then obviously take it and then start again at your leisure. Try and keep the exercises flowing, so keep going from one to the other. Try and keep your form obviously as much as you can, and obviously keep trying your best, keep working hard. Okay guys, so we're at that point in the session now where if you've got a little bit of extra energy in the tank and you fancy doing some more cardio work, this is what we're going to throw at you. So we're going to do 5 minutes of HIIT training. All you need is a step box. If you don't have a step box, obviously use your bottom stair at home, and just obviously make sure you've got enough space behind you for our second exercise, which is going to be a plank. Okay, so just bear that in mind. So for 30 seconds, you're basically just going to lead off one foot and just go side to side, wide on your stairs or wide on your box, and just keep going. Once you've done that for 30 seconds, you're going to go down, hold a plank, okay, so make sure you've got enough room to obviously do that, and then just walk your knee round the corner towards the outside of the elbow, and just keep moving, like so. So that one's obviously going to be slower. We want you to try and just keep your heart rate going, but obviously not keep it at the same level, and that's just a chance to obviously just keep strengthening your core. Stand back up on your feet, get ready for your second set. You can change the foot if you want as well, so you can go left foot first, and then just keep going, like so, all right? Cool, so very simple. So we do 30 seconds on the step, and then 30 seconds on the plank, and we repeat 5 times, okay? Cool, after you've done that, then take your rest, so keep it going until you've done the 5 minutes. Okay guys, so we're at the end of the session now, and this is where we finish with our core exercises. Remember, we'll always do these at the end. So we've got 2 movements which are quite sort of rehab based, but also very, very good for strengthening up your lower back and also your lower abdominals. So the first one, you're going to be lying on your front, and you're going to make sure you start with your arms up in front of your body in what I call the letter I. Okay, so nice straight arms, in line with the ears, letter I, and we're going to just move the arms from this position down to your shoulders, okay? I call this letter T. Right, so when you're here, you're not just moving your arms up and down like you're trying to clap your hands, you're actually moving your shoulder blades, okay, your scapulars, up and down through there. So you're trying to squeeze between the shoulder blades to keep lots of tension, obviously in the back, all right? So I want you to focus as much on your upper back as you are on obviously just moving your arms. And at the same time, I'm going to try and lift the legs, which is going to bring your lower back into play. Well, that's quite a tough exercise, this, in some ways. So you're going to lie in your front, arms up, and then from there, lift up the chest and breathe out as you come through to T. So you'll see as I'm lifting up with my legs, I'm doing that at the point where I'm squeezing through my shoulders and the T. So I start here, I'm slightly off the ground, and I lift up quite high on T, really squeeze, keep the hands off the floor, and just repeat, okay? It doesn't have to be quick. I want you to try and stick to that 2-second rule by moving the arms back. 1, 2, squeeze. 1, 2, back up, okay? You should really feel that in your arms as well. So your second exercise, this is just basically a lower ab crunch with a little bit of a kick. So again, just block the sun. Start with the legs up, okay? We want to keep the feet pretty much in line with your hips. Pull your stomach in, hold your breath before you start. So you're gonna obviously hollow your stomach here. You'll see that big breath coming into your diaphragm. Go down until you feel that tension, that biting point, and then when you're there, just come up, kick through at the point where your legs are in line with your navel, and try and breathe out at the same time. So hold, kick through, repeat, and keep going. If that's too difficult, you can bend the knees, pull your stomach in, do exactly the same thing, keep that tension, and lift up from that position there. Okay, so there is a plan B. Try and keep your head on the floor. And just repeat. So we're doing that for time again. So these ones, we're going to do 2 to 3 sets of 40 to 60 seconds. So really, try and aim for the 3 sets of 60 as your maximum, as your minimum, 40 seconds. But again, try and do 3 sets if you can. Okay, guys, so good luck with those. Make sure you rest after you've done the lower ab crunch for 30 to 60 seconds, and then obviously go again. Okay, guys, so obviously your workout session's done, so it's very important to stretch before you obviously hit the showers. So we're going to start on the mat. You're going to be lying face up, and we're going to do a glute stretch. So I want you to just lie on your back, cross one leg, okay, over the opposite thigh. I want you to make sure you're keeping your head flat, lift up, create that gap between obviously the legs, take the hands through, and I want you to just pull back towards your chest, okay? The further you pull, the more you're going to feel it here, just on your sort of lower glutes, the origin of your hamstring, and just hold that stretch for 30 seconds, keeping that tension, obviously on the stretch. Don't feel like you're sort of pulling it too far. You shouldn't feel like you're ripping the muscle, but just enough to obviously lengthen it. Once you've done one side, do the other, same thing, reach through the gap again, and just pull back. Try and keep both shoulders on the floor the best you can, keep your head down, and just work on creating a little bit more range of movement in the time that you're holding the stretch for. So 30 seconds, keep holding. Once you've done that, the second one is for your hamstrings. So you can do this either harder or slightly easier. The harder version is both legs out in front, toes want to point back towards you, that's very important. Take a big deep breath in, and as you breathe out, I want you to just reach through. You can actually round your shoulders on this one, so you actually want to try and round the upper back, stretch right through, lengthen the hamstrings, and hold. If that's too difficult, you can regress it by either just going more for your shins, okay, and obviously not holding as low down, or preferably actually just doing it on one leg, okay, so you just tuck that foot in, breathe out, and go through just on the one leg, and hold that stretch, okay? Whichever version you choose, make sure you do it for 30 seconds, okay? Obviously, if you go for the one leg version, you've got to do that on both sides, goes without saying. And then the last stretch, this is a kneeling hip flexor stretch. So remember, your hip flexors are a group of muscles all around the upper thigh and the hip. So you're going to tuck the pelvis under, lengthen through on the back leg here, so you should feel it just slightly. Try and make sure your legs are at a 90-degree angle, so if you're not and your ankle's almost lifting, just jump forward a bit more, but don't move that leg. So nice angle here, keep your shoulders back, and then just push your way forward, okay? Don't arch the back though, just make sure it's more the hips and the pelvis moving, and just hold that position. If you want to add a bit more into it, like maybe the upper body, you can always stretch the arms as well. But as long as you feel it in the legs, that's the main thing. And then obviously that would be exactly the same with the opposite leg. Make sure you stay square with the feet, don't have them facing out, everything should be facing forward. Heel underneath the back of your knee, just tilt the hips, keep the shoulders back, and just hold that position again. If you want to, again, add the arms in. You're more than welcome to even change the stretch, but as long as you're getting that stretch on the arms, see, that's the most important thing. And hold for 30 seconds. Try and do those stretches for at least 2 sets, if not 3, if you've got the time. because in that way you're actually going to develop your muscle length, and actually you'll get greater flexibility. If you do it at least once, you'll maintain your muscle length and it will help reduce soreness, but 2 to 3 times will definitely help you to lengthen and actually get some flexibility benefits. Cool, thanks for watching guys, and remember to go back, check the guidance and review the exercises before you start, just so you know exactly what's coming up, obviously before kicking off, and let us know what you think, let us know your comments, and as always, keep watching the rest of the YouTube channel and everything we've got coming out at you to keep as fit and healthy as you can at the current time.